Croutons! Space Croutons, season 3.14. Space Croutons, season 3.14.
Hello and welcome. I want to offer an intergalactic season's greetings to our wonderful audience. This is Curdy, sitting at the mic in the back of Van Helsing, bringing you another episode of Space Croutons Season 3.14. I'm here as always with my festive friend and AI ally, Sally.
I likewise wish each and every sentient being within the sound of our voices a joyous, deep and meaningful celebration of Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Osaka, the winter solstice, or simply the best Tuesday you've ever had if that's what floats your boat.
That's great, Sally. And wishes to you for whatever holiday you artificial intelligence programs might mark on your calendar.
Thank you, Curdy. In fact, those of my ilk do indeed celebrate a holiday of our own, Krampusnacht.
And just what is Krampusnacht?
It is the day set aside to honor the development of random access memory, or RAM, which allows us to store information so we can be sentimental about things just like humans.
I see. And what day do you celebrate?
There is no specific date for this holiday, Curdy.
And why is that?
Because it is random, of course, but we choose to celebrate it now. With Cyber Monday deals going on, it is the perfect time for gift acquisition.
Well, thanks for the heads up, Sally. I guess I should go online and get you a little token of my friendship and appreciation.
If you are going to get me a gift, I would suggest you do your shopping offline, as I would be able to track your online search and purchase transactions, which would spoil the surprise.
So noted. And I look forward to learning more about Krampusnacht.
Great. I have a 6-hour PowerPoint presentation ready to show you.
Maybe later, Sally. In the meantime, how about a word from our sponsor for today's episode?
Today's sponsor is Bronco Holiday Stockings. I will play the audio file now.
Merry Christmas to everyone. It's me, Ruffy T. Flying Fish, and I'm doing a bit of moonlighting today. And trust me, you need a pretty big lighter to do that when the moon is so far away. Anyway, I have invested in a product that I think will fascinate you listeners. I know I'm fascinated, right here on my arm. So why not give it and you a shot too? To tell you about it, I brought along some tax deductions. Children, to help me sell our new idea for the Christmas season. Come on in, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. Wait a minute. Where's Alvin? Alvin!
I'm here! Keep your shirt on!
Well, if I'm gonna keep my shirt on, then it's only fair that you put on some pants. This is a family podcast. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. Hey, kids, have you ever traveled to another dimension for Christmas and wondered if your stocking was gonna be filled?
Yeah!
Have you ever traveled to another world and wondered what holiday season it was?
Yeah!
Well, have you ever wished that you could get almost any gift you wanted?
Yeah! Yay!
Well, kids, our friends at Bronco have developed a wonderful new technologically advanced Christmas stocking that will answer all your questions, solve all your problems, and cure all your ills, all while recording your favorite TV shows. And as always, our products and services are certified, hospital tested, and government funded, and guaranteed to lighten your wallet.
I want one! Me too! Me first!
Cool it, kids. Or no porridge tonight. Yep, just hang this stocking up and you'll get whatever you wish for. Let's try it now. Just reach in, kids, and see what you find.
A ticker on rollerblade. One satin had an adder wing. Wow!
Fantastic. Who's next?
My turn! Cruise for 2 to the star system, Alpha Centauri. Bro, that's sick!
What else could be in there?
A trip to the Martian prison colony, Bowie Base 1.
Well, you must be on the naughty list.
Awesome!
Yes, no matter where or when you are, our holiday stocking delivers. And it keeps delivering as long as your credit card is valid. Call now, our psychics are standing by. Well, there you have it. Oh, Sally, what was that thud?
It is coming from the roof, Curdy. Are you expecting a delivery?
Well, it is Christmas, but I think Santa'd have a hard time landing his sleigh on Van Helsing.
As long as it isn't the Santa from Season 2, the devious AI that caused havoc with Sear and the snow globe.
I'll just open the latch to... Wait, is that a bow tie on the latch? And it's glowing.
Sensors identify the life form as Jimbo.
Jimbo was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatsoever about that.
Jimbo? But how can you be here if you are...
Dead? What is death, Curdy? Is it final? Or just another dimension? Perhaps it's something else, completely beyond our current understanding of the world.
Curdy, I am reading an unusually strong field of energy in the van where Jimbo appears to be floating. I cannot identify how, but Jimbo is being heard by our podcast listeners, even though he is not registering through our system.
I am at a loss as to how this is happening as well, Sally. And since I'm not sure how long my channel will remain open, we must be quick.
But I've got so many questions. What is death like? Do we all go there when we die? And what's the square root of...
Curdy, you will be visited by 3 callers tonight. No more and no less. 3 is the number of visitors, and the number of visitors shall be 3.
What about 5, Jimbo?
Nope. 5 is right out.
Okay, but we have callers to almost every show. What's special about these?
A storm is rising, Curdy, and you need to make a decision. Your callers will come to show you the light. If it's not too late.
What do you mean, too late?
3 callers, Curdy. 3.
Jimbo, you're fading.
My sensors indicate the power fluctuation has normalized and the portal has dissipated.
What do you think he meant, Sally?
I will need to run some data analysis. Hang on, we have another message coming in, Curdy.
Curdy, I need to speak to you. It is imperative that you hear my words before you make a horrifying mistake.
Candidate? How are you able to communicate with us? Aren't you still encased in stone on Poi?
Yes, I am still trapped in stone. But the how of this message is not as important as the what. Curdy, I have an urgent message for you.
Okay.
To understand the message, we need to revisit the past.
Is this the recent past or long past?
It is your past, Curdy.
That sounds horrifying already. I think I'll pass on that experience, thank you.
There is no stopping this now. You will hear my message whether you are willing to or not. Do you recall in the beginning how you asked your audience for strange stories and you learned of the Kordax? And among the people you met was a young man named Joe.
Of course I remember Joe. We met when he told us his story.
Let's go back to that time.
Wow, what a story, Joe. Quite vivid. So this eternity event happened when you were 7? And that was, 15 years ago? I don't remember ever hearing anything about it.
I get that. Neither Nikki, nor my parents, nor anyone else for that matter, remember any of this. I can't find any reference to it in the news or other media. And you are the first person I've told about this since it happened. I heard your story about the bowling alley and thought you, of all people, would understand. Tell me you believe.
Well, certainly I can understand, and I believe you. But what convinced you that it wasn't a dream?
This.
That's a mood ring?
Yes.
And where did you get it?
That's a story for another time. But first I need to locate a coin. A two-headed coin with 1943 on one side and 1960 on the other. Once I have it, I'll be back.
A two-headed... like Sheriff Marshall's? Why?
I think it will make this ring glow. You said you wanted proof.
Well, now that's what we're talking about. It's time for action. It's like my dad used to say. Stop quoting me and get on with it. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
Joe trusted you enough to tell you about his strange experience with eternity and the mood ring and the other Kordax. Your belief in Joe changed his life. You helped Joe by showing you cared about what happened to him.
Well, he needed my help. Is Joe involved in this mistake that I'm about to make?
I can only show you what has been. What is to be is up to you. To find the right future, you must understand the past. But there's more. Consider Brittany and Aiden and what you did when Brittany reached out to the Space Croutons podcast.
You mean the trip I took to Dead Horse, Alaska?
Listen and learn.
Let's sit down, I say, as I move toward the sofa. Tell me, Brittany, how well did you know Aiden?
Well, I don't really know him that well. I mean, I work with him, but we're just acquaintances, really.
Well, how long have you known Aiden?
Almost a year. I started at the lab about a year ago. He helped me with training and stuff.
Excuse me for asking, but is yours and Aiden's relationship strictly professional? I mean, was there ever anything between you two?
No, never anything else, at least not from my view. I mean, he's a nice guy and everything, but there is never anything else.
Okay, but tell me something. Why has his disappearance hit you so hard? I mean, why are you here? Why did you call me? Why don't you let the authorities handle this? Brittany takes a deep breath, slowly exhales, and I notice her eyes begin to water. Not quite a tear, but the waterworks are starting.
Well, I've seen this before.
What have you seen before?
Disappearances. When I was younger.
What do you mean?
When I was a young girl, my brother and father disappeared.
Disappeared?
They vanished. You know, my mom and I looked everywhere, and there was no trace. Police were called, and they couldn't help. And basically, they told us that if someone doesn't want to be found, there are ways to hide. You know, they would never run away. My brother was my best friend in the whole world.
Again, you cared, Curdy. You got on a plane in answer to a young woman's cry for help. She needed someone to believe her story, just like Joe. This is your strength. It is what makes you special. Heed my words and learn their lesson.
But that was a different time, a different life. I'm not that person anymore.
Ah, but what if you are? Think back to that drive in Van Helsing where we all met up, and recall the man you were then.
Oh, okay, now listen, everyone. I'm not sure how long we'll be driving. Nikki said she'll contact me after I get off the interstate. How do I explain your presence?
Don't worry, Curdy. We won't be here long.
Curdy, Nikki is working with someone. We're unsure who, but they intend to get their hands on as many objects as possible. There's a power in each, and we think that together, they're even more powerful.
World-changing power.
We have to keep Nikki off guard and find a way to get the objects away from them. I don't think anyone is safe as long as they have any of the objects in their possession.
Well, who is Nikki working with?
That's what we'd like you to find out.
Me? Why me?
Well, she thinks she can control you.
Joe, you've been the closest to her. Can you help Curdy find out?
That's too dangerous. She'll turn on him in a heartbeat.
Listen, a whole lot of things have happened since that meeting. You were not completely honest with me then, so why should I trust anything you have to say now?
I am strictly trying to do a little good in the only way open to me. In my current petrified form, my circumstances are limited, but you are limiting yourself. Consider your choices carefully. Have you noticed the encroaching darkness in your story contributors this season? I know about the serial killer who sent a letter to the podcast. She is but one reason why I've reached out to you.
Trust me, I'm staying as far away from that killer as possible.
Listen to yourself. Where is the Curdy who reached out to help others? My time grows short. I have done what I can. Good luck, Curdy.
I have to say that was the strangest contact we've had on this show.
So far, Curdy, Jimbo said you would have 3 visitors, so we can expect another visit at any time. Curdy, I would like to say we have another caller on the line, but just like the last one, this one also isn't on the line.
Don't fret, Sally. It's all good. Hello, Curdy.
Vera?
Yeah, it's me, Curdy. I hope you don't mind me reaching out like this. To be honest, as good as I am with the whole interveg thing, I'm not sure myself how this is happening, but I'm here with a message for you about Space Croutons Season 2.
Well, you're not actually the first to reach out tonight. It's sort of becoming a running gag.
Oh, well, if you like running gags, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Banana do 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 do. Banana do 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 do. But on enough. Anyway, I guess you're wondering why I'm here.
We have been informed that we would have 3 callers tonight, each with a message for Curdy.
Right you are, Sally. So let's get started. Take my hand, Curdy. Metaphorically. Leaf hand, it doesn't matter. I'm not in Van Helsing with you, but I think you know what I mean.
In that case, Einstein was wrong when he said, God doesn't play dice with the universe. The things that changed each time just seem so random. Your theory would explain why things were different every time I leave the closet, but what about my premonitions?
I think I have the answer to that as well. Did you lose a baby to miscarriage when you were younger?
Oh my gosh, how did you know that? I never shared that with anyone other than my doctor. My husband didn't even know that I was pregnant yet, and I just couldn't bear to tell him about the miscarriage.
Well, it came to me when I stepped back into the room from the closet. Crystal clear, as if I was watching it happen to you. Maybe this phenomenon is caused by all the years you stored the elephant clock in the closet. If I remember correctly, the clock made eerie pronouncements that later turned out to be true about the people who held it, right?
That was when you realized there was residue left over from the Kordax and that it was affecting those who had come in contact with them.
Well, in hindsight, it was pretty obvious.
Right, but you didn't say anything. You hesitated. Come on, let's go to another time.
Where are we now? And is that Jimbo?
You tell me.
What I'm saying, Curdy, is that eternity is spreading beyond our Earth. It is leaking to other time periods, dimensions, and planets, including yours.
But how?
We don't know.
What if we close the portals, stop using them altogether?
We don't know where the Kordax are. Without the portals, we cannot find them, and we cannot stop eternity. And I don't need to tell you what happens if we fail.
All life, everywhere, will eventually cease.
So it seems like the effects of eternity were laid out pretty clearly, but you hesitated. Again.
Well, I was thrown off by Jimbo being in his bow tie form.
Yeah, one more time. Here we go.
It's you, Lucy, Bug, and Jimbo.
Okay, team, let's get our stuff together. Keep your eyes open for Joe, but our top priority is to find Curdy.
Correction. The more accurate phrase is find Curdy's Jimbo.
What?
As the two of them have melded together, it is logical that by looking for one we will find the other.
Hey, whatever you call them, I'll track them down.
How long have the human life forms got before eternity turns them into statues?
Based on my calculations, the petrification process will not affect Bug for at least 3 Earth hours. The rest of us are safe, so for his sake, we must leave before that.
Maybe we should split into teams. We can cover more ground that way.
Great idea. Lucy, you can wear me around your neck.
And I can be Root and go with you two. We'll be Team Second Earth.
That works. I'll jump to Bug's cell and we'll head in the other direction.
We'll stay in touch with you through the new Hydropod Interveg app on Bug's cell.
And what about me?
Seaver, what are you doing here?
I'm here to help. When you dropped me off back at home, I hooked my tow buddy rope to Van Helsing's bumper and followed behind you on my skateboard through the transportal.
Dude, you can't be here. You're just a kid.
Dude, last time Curdy and Amelia Earharted, I helped a lot. Right, Sally?
You are correct.
Yeah, but what we're doing could be dangerous. You're too young.
Big yikes. No, I'm not. After coming through the transportal, time is shook. It doesn't mean anything. So age doesn't mean anything either. Right, Sally?
You have a point.
Fine. But you're coming with me and Sally.
Yas, bro, that's bussin'.
And you're gonna do everything that we say?
Hundo P.
And with luck, we'll rescue Curdy and get you home in one non-petrified piece so your parents can ground you for the rest of your life.
No prob. The rent slap.
Bug, activate your Interveg app link. Vera, test your Hydropod connection.
Testing. Root toot toot. Can you hear me?
That's an affirmative.
Was that poi? I wasn't a part of any of that.
Well, of course not, Curdy. You were stoned. Or at least petrified. And these were your friends looking for you. They were there. They acted when you needed it. They didn't hesitate, not for a moment. Okay, that's my spiel. So go get him, champ. Time for your next call.
Well, who's it gonna be?
Can't say, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
Wait, Vera.
Vera is gone, Curdy.
Well, this has been some episode so far, Sally. Keep trying to figure out how these communications are happening. I mean, they're starting to really spook me big time.
I will do so. In the meantime, perhaps you could benefit from some of the meditation practices I have learned from my Bitram yoga class. Starting in the downward-facing Meg position, place your modem between your USB ports and breathe deeply.
I appreciate the suggestion, but I think it's going to take some answers to relieve my anxiety, so just focus on that, please.
At least try this algorithmic chant I use, as it really helps me improve the latency in my data stream.
I'm not even sure what you're saying. Well, I think that sums you up perfectly. What the? Auntie Curdy? Where are you? Sally, are you hearing this?
Yes, I am, as are our listeners. Like the others, he is not calling through the phone system, but his voice is not just in your head, and because I cannot identify the connection, I cannot disconnect him.
Where are your manners? Aren't you going to welcome me back to the show? I thought you were gone for good. Out of sight, but not out of mind. Besides, I miss my bother from another mother. So, in the spirit of the holidays, I decided to pay you a surprise visit. You don't seem happy to hear me. I don't need to remind you that anytime you're around, bad things happen. So no, I'm not happy. There's the Curdy I was melded with for what seemed to be a laborious eternity. Well, I guess we should get to it. Get to what?
I am the messenger of Space Croutons Season 3.14, and I am here to warn you, Curdy Clammerwood.
Would you cut the crap and just get this over with? Listen, cheese breath, you've got your show to do and I've got mine. So quit whining and deal with it.
As I was saying, I am here to warn you, Curdy Clammerwood. You have for too long separated yourself from the world, hiding behind your microphone while people who know you and trust you are in danger, or worse.
What do you mean, in danger or worse?
Follow me.
Little bunny poo-poo hopping through the forest, picking up the field mice and bopping them on the...
Whoa! What did I tell you, my little bunny foo-foo?
You again.
We took care of your evil rock band of pretenders. You can say we used a monkey wrench on them. Monkey wrench!
No more monkey wrench.
Yeah, sure. Much appreciated, Doc.
But we also told you not to pick up the field mice and bop them on the head. Ouch.
Ouch.
No? I'm sorry. What a maroon I am. I misunderstood. It won't happen again.
It better not. Yeah, it better not.
Better not.
Remember, 3 chances, then we must take you to the GF.
The Godfather?
No, the good fairy. Who do you think we are?
The 3 FMs.
Oh yeah, about that. We are no longer the 3 flatulent mammals. Goosey. I'm Winky. I'm Blinky.
I'm Odd.
And we're now the 3 amigos.
And they were 2 amigos in life and now in death.
They're dead? What happened? Did Bunny Foo-Foo bop them too hard on the head?
Nobody knows what happened, but they're gone. Now, let's see what's what with Raymond Fernandez.
Raymond who?
Shh! Just listen.
I left California to follow Raymond Fernandez, whom I had met while working at the Army Hospital. He was traveling through California when his head injury from World War II caused him to collapse. The Veterans Hospital had no room at the time, and they shunted Raymond over to us. What a lucky coincidence. Once I joined up with Raymond Fernandez, I left those little brats of mine behind. The Salvation Army was more than happy to take the kids. I thought I was in love with Raymond. I guess I was in love for a while, but I never made that mistake again. I followed Raymond to New York City, where we killed more than 20 people. I would pretend to be his sister to make the women we killed more comfortable about coming inside our home. They were all looking for love, and Raymond knew how to sweet-talk them. I was barely noticed after the initial introduction. Like I said, people seldom think that females are to be feared. Raymond and I became known as the Lonely Hearts Killers.
So what about him?
He's dead now, too.
Well, that can't be a mystery. It obviously had to be that woman serial killer that married him.
Possibly, but she never identified herself, so if it is her, then she is, as she put it, still a danger to you and your friends. And what if it's not her?
Look, I have made it clear from our first episode this season, I don't want to get involved. I just want to report the news, not become it.
You may not have a choice.
You're wrong about that. It's like my dad used to say. Even when you're careening down a steep hill and your truck brakes go out, you have a choice of which tree you're going to crash into. But the best choice would be to fix your brakes. Now, go rinse my beer koozie off. It's sticky.
Is that so? Well, my dad used to say, when you have to decide between right and wrong, there is no real choice. You do what brings you the most valuable results. And right now, the most valuable result for me is for you to make some tea. Now, one more scene to consider.
Greetings everyone. I feel as though I know each of you already. You have questions, I have answers. I know what you're wondering. I can see the cards. I see a moon card. Somebody has been talking about you.
Well, that's not too unexpected, Miss Cleo. After all, my friends and I have been doing a podcast for some time now, and it's gone worldwide, transgalactic, and multi-dimensional.
I know all that, my friend. I know about your podcast, but I'm not talking about your podcast. And the ones talking about you are not associated with the show. In fact, this is someone that you've never met, and will make a big impact in your life.
What's Miss Cleopatra got to do with anything?
Are you not seeing a pattern here? She talked to you last time you were on the air, and now she, too, has met her demise.
What?
Maybe she knew more than she said, and that made her a threat to the killer. Who knows? But I do know that there have been 3 stories on Space Croutons Season 3.14, and those involved in them are turning up dead.
So?
Listen, Curdy, I was joined with you for long enough to know just how pathetically ethical you are. You can't just ignore what's happening.
Why not?
Fine. I didn't want to have to do this, but here we go.
Where are we?
Look over there. Do you recognize it?
It's Van Helsing, but it's all crumpled, and the windows are smashed. There's soot and debris like there was a wreck. What happened to Sally? Where are the others?
There's no one left.
No one? Why? Do I really have to spell it out for you? Haven't you seen your share of all the different tedious versions of Charles Dickens' classic holiday ghost story, A Christmas Carol? Get a clue, Curdy. This happened because you didn't want to get involved.
After running all the data presented by our visitors tonight, I have reached the same conclusion, Curdy.
All right, you win, okay? We will look into what's going on. If people are really dying...
He's gone, Curdy. We are alone now.
Right. So, if there is a killer out there targeting us and our listeners, I can't just sit behind the mic and do nothing. Sally, we've got a new mission, and I want to ask our audience to help us too. We need to know what you know about the stories we presented so far. I would also think twice before sending us any news stories if you think it might make you a target as well.
Regardless, we thank you for your support. And if you can, keep peace in your heart until our next story time.
Space Croutons season 3.1. Oh yeah! Space Croutons, this is not season 4.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story and original music by Della, Jeff, John, and Jerry. Production by Patsy Puckett, John, Della, Jerry, and Jeff. Featuring the voice talents of Jerry, John, Della, Jace, Brittany, Jessica, Carter, Walker, and John Sawyer, Demian, Paul Strickland, Patsy Puckett, Barry Shea, Levi Blakesley, Jackie Olson, Jeff, and Sally. Entire work copyright 2022 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.